gift or a curse. I eat pain.
You don't come. Welcome, oh. I beg, before we go begin this story, we go scatter your head. Make you do it in. Subscribe, sharp. Like the video, drop your sweet comments. No, they form. Now beggar the bego. Okay, now, sitting well.
Nneka walked home from the stream in Enugu. The sun was low. Her tin bowl of water shook in her hands. Under a big mango tree, a bent old woman sat on a small stool. The woman called, "Come, my child." Her voice was soft but strong. She held a small calabash. Inside it, a tiny green snake curled like a leaf. The old woman said, "Take this snake. It will bring you good things. But you must promise one thing. You must not speak of it to anyone." "Keep silent." Nneka looked into the old woman's eyes. She felt fear and hope together. She nodded. She put a finger on her lips. The old woman smiled. "Good. Keep your promise." She put the calabash into Nneka's hands and was gone like smoke. At home, Nneka hid the calabash under her bed. She did not tell Mama. She did not tell Papa. She did not tell her brother Chika. At night, the snake slid out. It was small and bright. It curled around Nneka's wrist like a bangle. Nneka kept quiet. The snake's tongue flicked like a tiny drum. Nneka felt safe and afraid at the same time. The next morning, Papa found good yams on the farm. Big ones, smooth and white. Mama sold Gary in the market and made more money than ever. Chika's cough stopped. He ran and laughed. Good news filled the house. Nneka smiled but said nothing. That night, when all slept, the snake lifted its head by Nneka's ear. It did not hiss. It whispered in a thin voice. "Your uncle took Papa's land in secret." Nneka's eyes grew wide. She wanted to shout. She wanted to tell Papa. But she had made a vow. She kept quiet and her heart beat fast. The snake whispered again the next night. "Papa once lied to an old friend. He never said sorry. The friend cried." Nneka felt hot tears. She loved Papa. She loved Mama. She did not like these truths. She pressed her lips shut. The promise held her like a rope. As days passed, the snake grew longer and thicker. Its green scales began to shine like glass. When Nneka looked close, she saw tiny faces on the scales. Some looked like Papa, some like Mama, some like people she did not know. The faces blinked and frowned. Nneka pulled her hand away. The snake only stared. Mama took Nneka to the big market in Aba. They sold palm oil and fish. Money came fast. But as they walked home, the snake whispered, "The money brings joy. The fear feeds me more." Nneka felt a cold wind in her chest. She held the basket tight and said nothing. One evening, Chika played near the well. A loose board broke. He slipped. Nneka saw it. She opened her mouth to shout, but the vow burned on her tongue. She clapped her hands hard instead. Mama heard the sound, ran, and pulled Chika out. Everyone cheered. Nneka shook with guilt. That night, the snake told a long story. Long ago, your great-grandfather pushed a poor man from his land by the river. The man cursed your family with quiet tears. The faces on the snake's scales looked older now. Some wept, some laughed. Nneka hugged her knees. She felt the weight of many years. Still, she did not speak. A small fire started on the edge of Papa's farm. The harm was not big, but the family worried. The snake grew again. Its body was heavy now. It curled in a corner like a big rope. Nneka saw new faces on its back, faces of neighbors who were sad. The snake looked full and strong. Mama woke weak and pale. She could not stand long in the kitchen. The snake whispered, "Sadness is sweet to me." Nneka felt anger like hot pepper. She wanted to scream, "Stop!" But the vow tied her voice. She stayed quiet and cried. Papa called a healer from Abba. His name was Musa. He wore simple cloth and carried a small drum. Musa prayed. He looked around the room. His eyes stopped near Nneka's bed. The snake slid deeper into the shadow. Musa frowned but said nothing. Mama drank herbs and slept. One afternoon, the calabash under Neka's bed gave a small pop. A thin crack ran across it. The snake raised its head and stared at Neka. "Do not break your promise," it whispered. "If you speak, I will be angry." Neka touched her throat. It felt dry like harmattan dust. Neka walked to the river by a wary road. She held the calabash with both hands. She wanted to throw the snake into the water, but when she lifted the lid, the river rose in sudden waves. The faces on the snake's scales cried out. Neka stepped back. She closed the lid and ran home. The snake whispered a new truth. "Someone will blame Chica for a thing he did not do." The next day, a neighbor shouted. His phone was missing. He pointed at Chica. People gathered. Neka's chest hurt. She knew the real thief. The snake had told her, but the vow chained her words. That night, the yard was quiet. Even the goats were still. Neka sat with the snake in her lap. "Why do you do this?" she asked in her mind. The snake lifted its heavy head. "I am your gift," it whispered. "I eat pain, I grow strong. Your silence feeds me. Your family's fear is my food." Neka remembered Musa's small drum. She took a bowl and tapped it gently. Tap, tap, tap. The sound was soft. It felt like a heartbeat. She hummed a little tune. Her voice tried to rise. The vow pushed it down. But the song found a way inside her. It grew like morning light. The next day the crowd came again. They wanted Chica to pay for the phone. Chica shook and cried. Neka stood up. Her hands shook. Her heart raced. She looked at Mama. She looked at Papa. Then she looked at the snake. She took a deep breath and spoke. "Stop! Chica did not take it. Uche took it. He hid it under the blue bucket." The vow snapped like dry wood. The sound was clear in her chest. The snake screamed without a mouth. The faces on its scales turned and shrank. Uche brought the phone out, shame on his face. The crowd went quiet. Papa hugged Chica. Mama smiled weakly. The snake's body folded in on itself. It became small and grey. It slid back into the cracked calabash. Neka lifted her chin. She said the old wrongs out loud. She told Papa about the land, about the friend, about the tears from long ago. As she spoke, the air felt clean. The faces on the scales faded like fog. The snake was only a thin rope now. Neka walked to the river once more. She placed the calabash on the water. It floated away and sank without a ripple. She turned and went home. Her voice was strong now. It was her shield. It was her gift. And this time it was truly hers.